So I had to buy a new unit, something cheap, because I got to send my MS906 BT off and get repaired, which is going to cost me $700. So for those out there who have a autel, they don't screw you over. I literally talked to the customer service rep, and I talked to 2 of them who stated that, you know, you don't have to pay any back pay to get your unit serviced or updated. So you just pay for another 1-year warranty and they'll update the system. So I got to pay $700 for my MS906 BT, but I needed something temporary. I got the wrong unit. This is the MK808. If it'll focus, I don't know if it'll show up on there. Yeah, MK808 BT for Bluetooth. There's the Bluetooth in the back right there. It's kind of cute. It's really small. But this is going back to Amazon, which I bought it from, only because this does not have bi-directional capabilities. But today, I'm going to use this to try and diagnose a 5.3 LS, the Vortec. I think it's a 5.3. I ain't no Chevy guy, but I need to diagnose this AC system, and it needs a series of other things to be replaced with. Primary, since it's hot, everybody's hot as fuck. We're gonna fucking fix the AC. So, or at least find out what the hell's going on wrong with it without bi-directional capabilities, which is gonna be a limitation on my part. So I like it as neat, but it's just too simple. So let me get my Bluetooth, this little doohickey in the back, plugged in, and it's literally like half the size of the MS906 DLC connector here. So let me get it plugged in. Let's see if we can get this. All right, let's see if we can get this plugged in and working. I got the VLC connected. All right, so we're going to diagnosing. And here's the thing, it looks very generic. It's very simplistic. I don't see anything intricate about this, and that's another problem. Okay, that some of the vehicles didn't want to automatically communicate, but this is a little slower. Let's see what this one come up. So it read the VIN, which is cool. Because like last 3, it didn't want to do that. 4-speed automatic. Yeah, I want to say it do. I want to say, I can't remember. I'm not checking the traction control. I think it's over. It's weighted. I don't know. Under. Let's see here. Let's go to the base. It has a, okay, so the AC, it is a manual. It doesn't have the dual. It doesn't have the dual. Well, it does have, okay. So the AC, it does have dual, automatic, manual. All right, let's go to control unit. Let's see if we can access the AC system. Usually, there you go. There's heating and air conditioning right there. Let's see if there's any trouble codes. And again, it has no bi-directional capabilities because, gosh, it sucks. So airflow circuit control, 6 circuit. I'm not sure why that would have any issues as far as activating the compressor, but I'm gonna I need to make mental note of it. I don't want to take any pictures because I need to send this back. I'm just gonna write it down. BO2. You know what? Let me see. Let's just take a snapshot. Oh, it doesn't even have a feature like the 906 BT. I don't know how to take a snapshot of this. B0263. So I wrote it down. I'll investigate this shortly. But I know how GM operates. I'm going to clear that code, which I should have done. So let me go back, since I got it written down, and then see if the AC compressor will work now. Because what the problem is, the AC compressor is not activating. I have checked pressures, and the pressure is fine, but there's no AC operation. So I'm going to cut the truck on and see if I do have AC operation. If I do, I'll show you. If I don't, then we'll be back looking at live data. Alright, so unfortunately there was no compressor operation despite clearing the code. So the next step, what I will do also, before I look at live data is see if there's any signs of life that will negate all the other components, especially the pressure switch that sits over there. And when you push the AC button, see if you hear any change in engine idle. See if it has a fan, electronic fan. See if you hear any fan operation, because what happens, that means that the entire system's operating like it's supposed to, because it's getting a request signal that the pressure sensor is sending information to the module that controls the circuit, maybe the HVAC head there, or either the PCM. So listen for any type of change in engine idle and do it multiple times. So this car doesn't have a fan, electronic fan, it has a clutch fan. So there's no change in idle, nor do I hear any, of course, any clutch operation, because we wouldn't be making this video. So what I'm going to do, we're going to look at live data now. And so it might get the, so we'll go here to live data. What the hell? Door positions. Let me just see what that means. Why do I need door? Oh, I think, oh, blend door. I'm thinking like, is door position on the door jar, car door, not door as in blend door, mode door. All right, let's go into input output. Had a moment. All right, let's see here. So we got battery voltage, and since we're in the HVAC module, ignition, sense current, DTC. I cleared the codes. Ready fogger off. AC switch right there is what we want to look at right there. So the AC switch is off. Now I do have this key on, engine off, and this is all the information I got. So AC permission withheld. So I don't know why that's withheld, but we need to find all that out. So I'm gonna start the car up, and we're gonna look at some confirmation information. So the AC pressure switch is off. I don't know why that's off. I wonder if it's because the vehicle's off, but let's find out. All right, so we're in the truck now. Uh-oh, there's a horrible glare on the screen. So we're in the truck, and I have the key off, everything's off, nothing's on. I'm gonna start the truck up. All right, let's take a look back at the information. The AC switch is off. The AC permission is withheld. So we're going to get our permission through the HVAC head here. So once I hit the snowflake button here, we should have access. Let's see if it changed. No, I got to cut the blower motor on low. Okay, so there's a change in idle, which is great. There's AC permission granted, which is great. Now our cycling switch is normal, and I did actually hear a change in idle, so that's awesome. So I guess I was overlooking what I was hearing, but I guess there was some confirmation bias there, since I didn't see any information showing that there is some information here granting us a permission to cycle the compressor. So here's the thing, the compressor's still not working. We don't have any type of bidirectional means of testing this, so we're gonna have to manually find the relay, or simply put, what I could do, go. All right, I'm gonna tell you, it's time for a new phone, man, or some new recording device, because it keeps saying it's hot again. It's a hot day out here. I'm literally sweating. So what I'm gonna do, I'm simply, since I don't have any bidirectional means of testing this, I'm going to go to the AC compressor down here, and I can easily jump the switch there and see if I got power going to the compressor. If I do, then that's an indication that the relay is working, and I don't have to check all the other circuitry here. So let me get linked up and we'll go from there. All right, on the passenger side here of the truck, if I can get it to focus, I got my pins there inside of the main harness going to the sub connector of the AC compressor. It may look like it's crossed up, but I can assure you they're safe. They're not going to come in contact with each other. I have my test light here, which will be able to detect the load when it illuminates. So that'll show that I got sufficient ground and power, which is capable of making a conscious effort, I'm going to say that, in activating the clutch here. So by the logic of how everything's working in the computer system, I'm just going to negate checking the fuses and relays, save myself a lot of time here. But if I'm incorrect, then I'll go ahead and check the relays and fuses if this light bulb here, this test light, doesn't illuminate. So let me go activate the compressor, cut the truck on. You really have to make sure you have a good connection for this, because if not, then you'll be kind of backtracking for unnecessary reasons. So you might have to do a resistance test, checking for ground, or either just go ahead and check your fuses and stuff, or have to basically get more in depth with checking the wiring if this doesn't work. But I'm capitalizing on it working because of the age of the truck. So we'll see what happens. The truck is on. We do have our AC permission granted. So by the logics of permission and wiring and all this other stuff, we should have some illuminating light, I guess. Oh yeah, we do. Awesome. So what this means basically is we have a bad compressor. Now I could try to take a broomstick and see if the clutch is worn. So let's try that right quick. All right, this rarely ever works with me. So I'm gonna hit the clutch with a broomstick here and see if it'll activate. Normally this only worked once in my life before. Oh shit, it worked. Damn it, boy. Hold on. I'll take some fingers off real quick. Let's see what it's doing. So it came on. The pressures are dropping. Yeah, that's what it was. The clutch is going out, but I'm gonna quote him a compressor, and let me cut his truck off. While I'm in here, I'm gonna check the door position because I don't think it's really working that well. But I was saying, I'm gonna go ahead and quote him a compressor. So it's on fresh air. We need to look at let's see if I can put it on recycling. Yeah, it's recirculation. Mode selection. Let's take a look at this one. I got it on panel. Let me switch it over to floor, bi-level floor heater. Let's see if we got any type of feedback. Here we go. Mode door, air mix, mode door here. Let's see if that changes. Mode door command. So yeah, so we got a command here. So we got the actual, cause I'm confusing myself. So we got the mode door selection, mode door actual, and mode door command. So just like the VVT system, you're gonna have a command signal from the head here, so from the PCM, and then we'll have the actual position that is capable of providing us with the actual count there. So if this is changing, this should reflect. Unfortunately, the mode door isn't reflecting, so the mode door does need to be replaced also, so they can get their AC working fine. So I'm gonna quote them for everything: the mode door, the AC compressor, and all the fancy shit that go along with that. And this car will be working just normal. This wasn't a simple diagnosis. This wasn't a complicated diagnosis, and put it that way. It's very simple. This literally took like 30 minutes if you include filming. So hopefully I made this very simplistic. Now this vehicle did go to 2 other places and they couldn't strangely figure it out. Not sure why. It's just a compressor. Usually people think something wrong, they'll add Freon or just throw a compressor at it. But unfortunately, I guess maybe it went back for a couple of reasons, and it just, from what the lady told me, Hispanic lady, this one also, I mean, there was a language barrier, so she told me the best way she could. It just got worse. But they know I'll take care of them. Now, there was a lot of UV dye here. I took some brake cleaner, cleaned all that off. And between here and here is where the orifice tube reside, if I recall properly. And that should be it, because that's the low and high side here. So here's the high side, there's the low side. There's a obstruction in between here that converts that high to a low side, well, the fluid to a gas. and it's right in there. So so if you ever need your orifice, and then you can feel it's crimped here. Normally if it's crimped there, that's usually where it's going to stop at. I think I'm right. But yeah, that's definitely what an orifice tube is. If anybody ever has to replace that on this particular truck. I don't even know what year this is. Didn't even look. Alright. 2004 truck here. So I had to refer to the MK808 BT. This basic bitch of a tool. That's what it is, basic. But I mean, I wouldn't, unless I would just go ahead and spend the money and just get something that's bi-directional than just waste the money on a generic functioning tool here, because honestly, you can go to a generic mode and just get as much information, but the only thing is the generic feature is only going to give you PCM data, maybe transmission data, but most of these scan tools that are out today are quite innovative. They give you so much information, but as far as practicality, you know, Autel makes it so much so user friendly when it comes to just diagnosing. I mean, even just the display here is very easy to navigate through. I would definitely just stick with Autel. I am not familiar with any other scan tool, since the first one I started off with was Autel. I think I got the package I later bought the Maxi scope, but the Autel, it started off with the 906 BT. Well worth the investment, and that's exactly why I'm paying that $700 and something to update everything, because some of the vehicles that I work on are fairly new and I can't access some 2017, so I'm hoping that the update will take care of that and give me the most recent access to vehicles with the newest vehicles here. So, but I'm not disappointed with it. I wouldn't buy it. That's why I'm returning it, to get something that is more feasible for as a tool that will suffice as a secondary tool here. But I guess even for basic servicing, I still wouldn't buy it. It's just too basic to me. I can't begin to tell you, when it comes to just diagnosing vehicles, how important having the bidirectional feature is. You know, even then, I mean, as far as the amenities, it doesn't have that. I mean, I can't even take photos unless I'm pretty sure. I probably can. I just don't know how to navigate through this, but I can't even take photos of the screenshots. I probably can do it. Don't know how to navigate through this one. It's probably some fancy way of doing it, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that in comparison to the other Autel. To the 906 BT. That's the only thing I can compare it to. So I ordered the MP808, and again, that was like 800 or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, I ordered the MP808, and it was $837 versus the 700 and something I paid for this one. So like when I send this, no, 700. God damn, I can't remember. I want to say about 700 or something. Either way, it was over $600. I want to send this one because I pay for next day shipping too, and taxes and stuff in North Carolina we got to pay for. So I'm gonna send this one back, get the MP808, and I'll take that money when I send this back and just send it, pay for the upgrade, send the 906 BT off so I can get that service and repair. And what's going on with the MS906 is since it's so hot, it's like it's getting hot at the base of the screen here, and it just keep pushing the home button. You know, so I call the technician. That's the good thing about Autel. I mean, you can get in contact with a service rep, a service technician. They'll be able to help you out and take care of you. So that's why I'm sticking with Autel. Never had any customer service issues. Very helpful. So they tried to repair it. There was no avail. It's got to go. So honestly, I lose more money without having it than I do with having it, especially being that I enjoy diagnosing more intricate vehicles than just, I'm not a parts changer. So, but when I get the MP808, we'll go through that, take a look at it, and hopefully I'll get something we can go through and diagnose and do a basic comparison. But I can't imagine it having any more abilities than the 906 BT. I think that's probably the height of what I have as far as my diagnostic capabilities. You know, so, and plus, you know, it can, I don't know if the maxi scope is even capable of being hooked up to it. Let's look at this one. I know. Let me see here. Home. Yeah. Let me see. Yep. That's maxi fix. So yeah, I don't think I can hook up the maxi scope to this one. It doesn't have that option. But I don't know. We'll see if the 808 is capable of doing that. That is the upgraded version of this joker here. Because she is a basic bitch. That's what she is. Basic bitch. BB. But other than that, hit that link, subscribe to the channel, stay informed, have that reassurance of my work, because I am very excited of getting that MP808, even though it's a downgrade. I'm curious, it's brand new, so I can't wait till it shows up on my doorstep, and we'll check that out together. Subscribe to the channel, stay informed, have that reassurance of my work. See you on the next one.